Hello, and we are here with a game called Project Spark. It is a sandbox slash kind of intro to coding kind of game. Um, but yeah, this is this game what I'm playing right now. In it is the Crossroads game mode. You kind of make your own game as it goes on, but I've already completed this, so I'm just kind of replaying it. So you don't really see all the creative stuff in it. This is right now just like a gameplay through of like an example of a creative level. But there's a lot of creative levels that you could play other people's levels and people can play yours, and it's just like it's on PC and Xbox One. And the Xbox One community isn't very big. There's still a lot of creative levels, but there's not a lot of elaborate ones. Like there's a lot of basic ones, but there's not ones people just spend a ton of time and made it like amazing. But there is some. Like I've played a couple of ones that are just like full racing games inside this game, so it's like you're almost buying, when you buy Project Spark, you're almost like buying a ton of games in one, and you can also make your own games. This is an example of kind of like a venture or RPG kind of short game thing. It's really basic. This one really did not take long to make. It took like 5 minutes because it's Crossroads. It basically does all the coding and all the building for you. When you start from scratch, you gotta build everything. Like the steps that I'm climbing up right now, you'd have to build that. You'd have to build you have to put the lever there on top of that, and you'd have to code it so when you presses the lever, it goes up. And here we're just doing like a side mission. That main mission about like the festival and people stealing and poisoning that thing, that's like the main mission kind of. Right now, someone just the person that we talked at the main village lost her like squirrel or something, I'm not sure. But yeah. And then there's this like a telescope that you can look through it, and there's a meteor that comes crashing down, and there's a bunch of kind of cool stuff that you can do. The actual sandbox creative part is kind of weird. Like, when you try to do the controls, I mean like the controls part of it, like, it's a really weird system. I bet it's probably better on PC, but I'm playing this on Xbox One. So it was kind of weird to get used to. It takes a while to make things, and it's hard to make it completely accurate. But, yeah. And right now we're just kind of going into like a boss room with all these bandits and stuff, which are supposed to be like the enemies of this world. But there's a lot of things you can do. It's made by the people that made Conker's Bad Fur Day, I believe. Havoc, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but they have a bunch of Conker's Bad Fur Day things in here. They have like a whole nother like game of Conkers in here made with the Project Spark thing. And there's a bunch of stuff you can do with that. Make your own Conkers game. But yeah. This game, when I first got a look at, like, my friend, I got this from my friend. When I first saw it, I was like, we both thought it was just, like, completely terrible. That's why he gave it to me for free, because he didn't want it, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'll try it out. And it was surprisingly better than I expected. I didn't expect much, so I didn't expect it to be very good. I just kind of was like, whatever, he gave it to me, I'll play it. It was kind of fun, though. So I've been playing it. It's kind of a game you just play when you don't really know what else to play. You're just kind of bored or something. You're like, oh, I'll just play this game for a little bit, and it's pretty fun like that. Right now I picked up that sword, which was from the meteor, so you can have a bunch of like sword drops and stuff. There's a lot of different weapons you can use and characters. Right now I'm just using like a knight with that kind of alternate person thing. That was a boss battle. It was pretty simple. You know, they had like 3 moves. You can make them way more complicated than that, which I've seen in custom levels. I've had people like remake a Dark Souls boss with it, and it's kind of crazy. There's like teleporters. There's so much you can do. You can make your own game. Basically, I've played like elaborate racing games, a bunch of crazy stuff, and it's basically it's really cheap. I got it for free, but I saw it at GameStop for like $5. Because I don't think it's kind of old. It's not like very old, but it was kind of like near when Xbox One first came out, I believe. So, and it does not take up nearly any space. It only takes up like 5 gigabytes of space, so it's like basically nothing for an Xbox. At least I don't know how much for PC. But yeah, we basically just completed that like main mission right there. Like kind of like got the apple thing that you're supposed to get. And say there's other side missions I could be doing, and certain stuff in certain buildings where there's people, you can do missions for them. And there's a bunch of stuff around the map that you can explore. But yeah, this game's average. It's fun. You can play it when you're bored. But yeah, this is Project Spark. And yeah, peace out, guys. I'll see you guys next time.